All right, guys, we're back once again for our weekly feature with one of the players on the USF Bulls football team. We got the tight end Mitch Wilcox here with you. Before we get started, man, let's tell everybody about that gnarly injury, and it came on the big play from the game against Georgia Tech, didn't it?
Yeah, I've never even had a grass burn before, but usually just turf burns. But this is a good one, good battle scar from the long catch. But another foot more, and I would have had it.
Take me through that play, man. Obviously, everybody was so excited when you caught that ball and then you took off. What's going through your head after you make that catch and you're running and you see so much daylight and you're just trying to pick up blocks and trying to find the end zone? What's going through your head during that situation?
Yeah, first off, it was just a great pass. All I had to do was really close my hands, and then I see one guy outside of me break in and lose him, and really did just see the goal line, kind of the light come to the tunnel, but just was a race to the goal line, and almost got there, about 6 more inches and I would have been in, but it was a fun college football play.
Obviously, a big game for you. I mean, you set the school record, man. I mean, what does that feel like to be a guy that's going down in the record books? I mean, you've had such a great career here at USF. To be able to know that, you set a record for the school, that people are always going to look back and see your name. What does that mean to you? I
mean, it's very sentimental to me. It's always something that I wanted to set out and do, is break records here and be a player that's remembered. And I'm honored to be in a group of tight ends that set great records here, and I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
I don't want to get too far ahead of things because obviously we have a long season to go, but a lot of people think that you're projected to be able to play at the next level. Obviously, you're not thinking about that during games here at USF, but
Correct.
When you're at home and you're by yourself and you're kind of laying in bed at night, do you ever have those dreams and realize that, like, you're a year away from possibly reaching that dream that you've had since you were a little kid?
Yeah, no doubt, and it's all about, like, kind of realizing, like, what you're capable of and what you bring to the table, and I know that I can affect my team a lot here, and hopefully one day I'll have the opportunity at the next level.
One question I love to ask people is, what is your favorite person with your same name? So who is your favorite Mitch or Mitchell out there? Have you ever thought about that before?
Yeah.
All right, so you got one?
I don't. I
No?
have to think about that one.
Think about it. Get back to me. So after you have a big
will.
game in the next couple of weeks, think about it. You were like, Jay, I was thinking about my favorite Mitch. I had a kid that I coached back in the day, Mitch D'Onofrio, a really good baseball player down in Venice as well. So just keep that in your head, man. I'm sure it'll be one of those things that'll come to you like late at night. You're like, that's my favorite Mitch. You'll see him on TV. Yeah. I've been asking some interesting stuff to the guys the last couple of weeks about preparation for games. I want to ask you, when you're getting ready for a game, what's the main thing that you have to focus on to make sure that you're performing to the best of your capabilities? Is it a food thing? Is it a music thing? Is it one of those things where you got to get with people on your team? What's your main thing you got to focus on before you step on the field for a game?
To start off, it's definitely the food thing. I have to eat a lot. I know.
What's on the meal? What's on the pregame meal for you? Is it the same thing, or does it depend on where you're at and what you're feeling?
For the most part, it's a lot of pasta the night before.
Carb load, baby.
Carb load.
Carb load.
For sure. And then probably mix in some type of beef in there. And then pregame, if it's a morning game, it's like a bunch of eggs and grits.
Like grits. So how do you like this? Grits is a funny thing. Some people think they're bland. Some people can't live without grits. How do you like your grits?
I guess butter and salt and pepper.
Just throwback, original style, just butter, salt, and pepper. That's how I like mine. For me, a little cheese, like cheese in there?
Yeah, you could throw some cheese in there.
You're a guy, you probably eat pretty much whatever's on the table.
Exactly.
Right? You're a picky eater?
I'm not. I'm not.
That's why you're the size you are, of course. Speaking of food, if you had 3 people, dead or alive, you could go to dinner with, who would it be?
It's a tough one. Probably LeBron.
LBJ, the king. Okay. Never know. You could be playing in L.A. next year. You can go hang out with LeBron when he's with the Lakers.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Probably Gronk.
He's living life right now.
He is living life, and he's still staying really fit, too.
He is. He looks like he can come back. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised, especially with that offense. You look at that team, if they're 13-0 and their tight end goes down. If I was him, I'd be like, yeah, sign me up. Me, AB, Edelman, and Josh Gordon in the same offense. Woo!
That'd be crazy.
It's like a video game. All right, so you got LBJ, you got Gronk, you got one more person.
It'd have to be someone historical. I want to learn something from them.
Einstein or somebody? Maybe that's too historical?
Maybe.
Like a president, like George Washington?
Yeah. Yeah, let's
That'd
go with that one.
be a leader right there. So
Yeah.
George Washington, LBJ, and Gronk. That'd be some kind of meal right there, brother. All right, just thinking about your last days at USF. What's the biggest change with you from the first day you stepped on this campus to today?
Yeah, a lot of growth, both mentally and physically. I came in at like 221, and I'm 246 now. A lot faster, a lot more explosive, but also just my knowledge of the game and recognizing defenses and reading, reacting. And now, as a senior, as a veteran, I'm reading, reacting quicker, and I don't have to think about it. Whereas you come in as a young player and you're inexperienced at the college level, and you're thinking too much, and that therefore you're slower, like reaction time. So
if you could have a ticket to any concert in the world, who would it be, and which teammate would you take with you?
definitely have to be a Drake concert.
Drake, okay.
When I go to a fire Drake concert.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Never know, you play in LA, LeBron hook you up.
Yeah, oh man.
That'd be something else.
Man, talk about
yeah, that's
talk about a good time. That'd be awesome.
exactly right. And then if you take one guy on your team, don't worry, they won't get mad. We've already put everybody on the spot.
To choose one guy, probably Jordan Cronk, right?
Yeah, JC, we talked to him today. Good dude, man.
Cronk.
All right, if you have a message for any USF fan out there, I know the first two games haven't gone the way that you guys want, but you still have everything out in front of you. The conference schedule's out in front of you. You got a game this weekend against South Carolina State, and I think with you guys coming back home, you guys have an opportunity to really kind of get everything back on the track as you start towards the conference play. What's your one message to USF, the USF Bulls Nation out there?
Yeah, just keep calm and go Bulls. I think we have all of our goals. I know we have all of our goals in front of us, and I know the first two games haven't gone the way we wanted, but we still have everything we want ahead of us, and we still need all that support because we're going to get through this, and we're going to come out of it.
I think so. I think the best teams ever in all sports go through kind of those trials and tribulations, and when they find that resiliency, you guys have enough pieces on offense and defense. It isn't for lack of talent. It's not for lack of coaching. You guys, once everything comes together, I think you guys are going to be headed in the right direction. Last one out of me. What is the one thing that you're going to miss about Tampa or USF when your time here is done?
Yeah, I mean, I love the Tampa Bay community. There's so much to do and a lot of fun things that you can get involved with. But also, the main thing I'm going to miss is just like the camaraderie with my teammates and stuff. I've built a lot of great relationships with my guys over the years, and past and current. And it's something you can't trade for. Like you can always. You're always going to have those connections.
Mitch Wilcox, USF football tight end. This guy is the real deal. Mitch, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good stuff. See?